I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe.
Hello, friends. We're back. We're Black and Curious. I'm Kandron.
What up, what up? It is Dehjai. How y'all doing?
And we're back. If you've never been here before, welcome.
Welcome me, welcome you.
We do a cross section of pop culture in real life. So today we are talking Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which has been a hot
Shit show. A hot shit show.
wow.
I am just
Okay.
flabbergasted. So as it stands currently on the Housewives, there's been ongoing chatter around Miss Erika Jayne. So like that's our base point. That started last season and it has carried into this season. The most recent events were for us in this conversation. The most recent events were her Erika Jayne's refusal to do something about those $750,000 earrings. That was in the same
She
episode.
gave them back. She did give them back.
Okay, because that was part of the conversation. So as we know, our fave Garcelle was on The Real, and they had a whole conversation about these alleged earrings, and then it came up on the show in this last week. So by the time you guys see this will be probably like 2 or 3 weeks old, but whatever.
But yeah, she did give the earrings back. I think she was on Watch What Happens Live. I think.
And like literally, she was wearing them every episode that we've seen thus far. It's funny.
She was enjoying her last days with those earrings, honey. She knew her day was coming. She knew her day was coming. She was like, "I wear the hell out of these earrings until they go back." But she said on Watch What Happens Live, basically, that they asked for them back specifically, and she gave them back, which was what she said on the episode. Was like, they haven't asked for them back, and when they ask for them back, I will give them back. Until then,
I'm gonna wear my motherfucking earrings. Right. And my thing is like, I guess the girls were like making fun of it from the point of view of like, she always got these earrings on, because like the clip that they showed, and I don't know if it was from last week or the week that we're in, where they showed her in different scenes with these earrings on. So it made it seem like every time they're all together, she's got these $750,000 earrings on.
Yeah. Also, something that has been really interesting this season is seeing Erika's drinking habits.
Bro.
So
listen, I'm gonna let the lush live in me.
I think it's gotten better as the season has gone on, but like there was a very clear difference between the conversations between Erika and Garcelle, also Erika and Lisa Rinna. So I think there's something to be said here for calling out versus calling in. So, as much as I dislike Lisa Rinna, and I am on the record as saying I do not fool with Lisa Rinna, I feel like she really did call Erika in to be like, hey, you're doing a lot. And I think she talked about having a sibling that had some substance abuse issues or whatever. And so she really called her in and was like, sat down on her couch. And Garcelle, I think, started off with the intention of calling her in also, because I think she did say something. No, she started with the intention of like having someone call her in, but I just don't think that she had the requisite relationship with Erika to be.
That's the point. Yeah. That's the point. I think that in order for you to call someone in, you've got to have the relationship established already. And I think that's the piece that's missing. So it seems like in these last couple of weeks with Garcelle talking to all of her close girlfriends in the group, it seems like she was being messy when her intention was to get them to call her in.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think Garcelle went through, she started with Kyle, and Kyle has been driving me crazy this season. Just up the wall. So she started with Kyle. I think she went to Dorit. I think she went to Erika, and then she did talk to Erika one-on-one.
Eventually, but like Erika's point and her fallout with Garcelle, so to speak, is that she was being messy, basically.
Yeah. And like you talk to everybody but me. And it's like, well, we didn't have that kind of relationship. So it's like,
You to do that, sis. Period.
it's sort of like a rock and a hard place because I get it. Because Garcelle was like, well, I don't really fool her like that. And we don't have a great relationship, but I see somebody self destructing. And I think once she had like the end, as far as talking about with her son, how she had treated her son, she did say something directly to Erika. But prior to that, she had just been kind of like telling the other girls that they should have a word with her.
Like, y'all don't see this? Do you see this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Garcelle was giving.
Yeah. Also, another thing that's been really interesting to see. So I'm also obviously very belatedly watching New Jersey. So, and I'm watching Beverly Hills at the same time.
Is Jersey on?
No, I that's why I said belatedly. I never finished New Jersey. I started it but didn't finish it. So I'm watching back now New Jersey, and this is really interesting to see Bravo being very transparent about eating disorders. Yeah. I know they had Rena's daughter before talking about it. This season, Crystal is being very open about her struggles with it looked like bulimia.
Yeah.
And then also going back to New Jersey, Jackie is having a full on like anorexic struggle right now as well. So it's like it's really interesting to see because you're used to seeing like certain types of problems on Bravo. You're used to seeing divorces. You're used to seeing like people spiraling out from, cheating allegations or things like that. But I don't think that they've ever been this transparent about like the housewives struggling with eating disorders. And most of these housewives are really thin. So it's not surprising that like somebody has had one, and Kyle has even talked about having had one past tense,
growing
but
up,
also like being very, very conscious about putting on just even a little bit of weight. This season, she's talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
So
I have not seen the episodes where they are. I know I saw where Kyle was talking about it, but I've not really seen the episodes where they are kind of trying to console Crystal. Yeah, I haven't really seen that. I know that they talk about it. I guess I just missed that part where the part that I saw was that everybody was just kind of having their side conversations about what Crystal announced and how they've had similar experiences or they know someone who's had similar experiences. So it makes me wonder, even though she did not share this with the group, she did share it on social media, what was happening, and maybe I just missed that part. Like,
no, she shared it on the show too. And then like sort of the calling out, calling in, who are you talking to sort of vibe. Dorit actually was the one that kind of shared it more broadly with the group because she had like one-on-one conversations with Crystal to like find out like what she was doing. And she was like, she's throwing up after every meal or something like that. So yeah.
What is going on, baby? Why are you doing that? Yeah.
It's been a lot. And yeah, I just think it's been like interesting to see how they have done it. I think they've used a relative amount of care with it. I don't think that the only person who was just kind of like, ironically, the only person who was kind of insensitive was like was Erika, of course, because she was just kind of like, so I feel like I'd rather take a laxative than throw up, and it's just like, ma'am, she's
like, what?
Why would you say that?
Erika is different. I mean, she cussed everybody out not this week, but last week when they was telling her that she needed to get them earrings back and that she needed to be concerned about the victim. She had enough, honey.
Yeah, she did. And frankly, like, if you didn't watch our reality recap, just to say it again here, I agreed with her to a certain extent because it's like they're going through accounting, they're going through the forensics, they're doing all of the things, the forensic accounting, where they go line by line, like, okay, this money went here, this money went here, well, literally following the money. Okay, they're doing that. And so she was like, they're gonna do that regardless. So when they ask for the earrings back, I will give them back. It's going through its process. I'm not going to just be starting to voluntarily give my stuff back. And like, and my point is like,
because what if it was part of the scam?
Correct. Even though they said that these things were paid for by Girardi Keys, it's like, what if they weren't part of the scam? This lady was married to this man for 20 plus years. Like, everything maybe wasn't part of the scam. Like, why would she be just starting to voluntarily like empty her closet or like sell all her things and be like, okay, here. Like, no, you
Right,
you have to
no.
give me a bill.
Find
Give
it.
me a bill and tell me what I owe. Like,
Oh.
and that's basically what she's saying. Like, give me a bill. I didn't do this. These weren't my victims. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't owe them anything. That's how I felt. It's kind of like she's not a lawyer. She doesn't owe them the duty or responsibility. They aren't her
clients.
victims, you know. She didn't say it well, but it's true.
I mean, correct. That's what I'm saying. I feel like she just didn't represent herself well in that moment, but understandably so. You're frustrated. You're tired of people talking behind your back about your situation. And also those same people including you into the drama as though you were scamming these people, like you didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Yeah, it does. And I'm kind of over the conversation. It's like, y'all know where she stands. I know where she stands.
Stop bringing it up.
Like, stop bringing it up. She's not going to change her mind about this. She has decided where she stands, I think, with relatively good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And she's waiting for her bill so she can pay her things back.
Period. So until said bill becomes available, mind your business. This is what she's basically telling the girls.
Yeah, basically.
I do appreciate though the conversation that was had this week between Garcelle and Erika, where the conversation that Garcelle had on the reel basically was like, you know, they were talking about the earrings, and she was just kind of like, you know, it's pop culture, like. We had a discussion about it, but this was weeks before they had a different discussion.
Right.
And so Erika was just kind of like, I would have appreciated another heads up. Like, yeah, I know that this happened long before, you know, and it's fine. Like, it is what it is, but I just would have appreciated a heads up.
But also, this kind of goes back to their relationship of like, yeah, you would have appreciated a heads up, but y'all weren't even kicking it like that. Like, so why would she doesn't owe you a heads up if y'all aren't really friends. I mean, y'all are in the same circle. It would have been nice, but you also cussed her son out on TV, so.
Well, that's on that. I ain't got nothing else.
I mean, I think it would have been the right thing to do to be like, hey, just so you know, this came up. I did offer opinions on it. It's a part of my job, and I think that's fair.
I mean, pretty much. And nothing I can do about that. You know, it is what it is. You know, like we talk about pop culture. And I feel like Garcelle had that energy. Like, I'm sorry that you know, feel blindsided. That wasn't my intention. But there you go. That's it, you know. They didn't even, like, she was just kind of, Erika was like, that's fine. That's fine. But like, that was the most amicable, like, I'm beefing with you situation I have seen on that show in a while.
Yeah.
So anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let us know, how do you feel? Do you think it's a thing of being able to have the relationship with the person before you can call them in?
Yes.
And or call them out about something? Or is it a free-for-all if you are all within the same friend group? Also, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And check out blackandcurious.com, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.